They say there are some places where people go, but never return. Dense forests, forgotten paths, and that silence. That feels like it swallows you whole. One such place was Echo Ridge, a remote, isolated area deep in the American wilderness. Over the years, people had gone missing there, but nothing was ever proven. Some called it superstition. Others believed the forest was alive. In October 2017, 4 friends, Mark, Sarah, David, and Emily, set out for a weekend camping trip. Their goal was simple: to escape the chaos of city life and enjoy a quiet adventure in nature. The locals had warned them. There's an old part of Echo Ridge where people don't go. Strange things happen there, they said, but the friends laughed it off. Just another scary campfire tale. And so, they went ahead. The first day was beautiful. Clear skies, towering trees, and a silence that felt peaceful, almost calming. Along the trail, they found an old wooden cabin, one not marked on any map. It was quiet, a little broken, but somehow inviting. They decided to stay there for the night. As darkness fell, the weather changed suddenly. Strong winds began to howl. Rain lashed against the cabin walls, and the whole place shook in the storm. They thought it was just the weather, until they started hearing strange sounds. Footsteps outside the cabin, something heavy moving on the roof, a dragging sound behind the walls. They peeked through the window but saw nothing, only pitch-black darkness. The night somehow passed. By morning, they were exhausted and terrified. They decided to leave immediately. But when they stepped outside, the forest was unnaturally silent. Not a single bird was singing, and in the mud around the cabin, they found deep, dragging marks leading further into the woods. They started walking, quietly, but something was wrong. The path didn't look the same as yesterday. Every direction looked identical. The trees seemed to shift around them, and then they heard it. A low, heavy sound, like footsteps following them. They walked faster. The sound grew closer. A branch snapped, and the fear became real. Something or someone was in the forest with them. Days later, search teams found their camera, buried under a pile of leaves deep in Echo Ridge. There were only a few seconds of footage left. A shaking flashlight beam, crackling leaves, and a tall, dark shadow moving closer to the camera. Their bodies were never found. Only the camera remained. Some say their souls still wander those woods, lost forever in the silence of Echo Ridge. And others say, whatever was there that night is still waiting. Because sometimes fear isn't in the screams you hear, but in the silence that follows, where every tree, every shadow seems to whisper the same warning. Don't come here.